You see the glitz, right? The 10 pounds of glitter that I'll be finding in unmentionable places for a week, a constant, sparkly reminder of the magic. The lashes so heavy they could signal a passing ship, the roar of the crowd when Gloria Grind nails a death drop right on the beat, the sequence catching the light like 1,000 tiny supernovas. You see the creation, the masterpiece, the final product polished to a high-gloss sheen. But what you don't see is the 3 a.m. Uber ride home, when the adrenaline that made you feel invincible has finally bled out, and all that's left is the deep, throbbing ache in your feet and the sticky, stubborn line of spirit gum on your jaw. When Gloria's energy is still buzzing in my veins like a trapped hummingbird, but my body, my poor, tired boy body, is just Kevin. Kevin, who has to heave a heavy plastic bin full of wigs and heels up 3 flights of stairs because the elevator in this damn building has been out of order for a month. This, my darlings, is the great unveiling. Not the one on stage, but the one that happens under the unforgiving glow of a cheap LED bathroom light. Think you know drag queens? Honey, you know the show, the spectacle. But let me tell you about the secret life. The one that exists in the liminal space between the spotlight and the sunrise. Tonight's show was epic. I was floating. Gloria was a vision in fuchsia and obsidian feathers, a celestial being descended to bless the peasants with a lip sync so emotional to a Whitney Houston power ballad that I saw a tough-looking lesbian in the front row wipe a tear from her eye. The tips were good, the love was better. But the clock strikes last call, and Cinderella doesn't just lose a glass slipper, she has to meticulously, painstakingly wipe off 2 layers of MAC foundation, surgical tape, and the hopes and dreams of the evening. So I'm home. The door clicks shut, and the silence is so profound, it's almost a sound itself. It's just me and the ghost of Gloria in this studio apartment that smells faintly of acetone and ambition. The first ritual is the most sacred and the most brutal, the removal. It starts with the lashes, a gentle pull, a slight pop, and suddenly the world goes soft focus, the sharp defined edges of the night blurring into reality. Then the wig cap comes off, and my scalp screams in relief, the tight indentations a topographical map of the night's labor. I stare in the mirror, and it begins. The slow, deliberate dissolve. The makeup wipe smears the perfect cheek contour into a muddy bruise. The sharp, precise wing of eyeliner becomes a sad, artistic mess under my eye. With every swipe, Gloria fades, and Kevin emerges, pale and a little tired-looking. It's not a sad thing, not always. It's like an archaeological dig. Layer by layer, you uncover the person who built the goddess. You find the faint freckles under the concealer, the slight scar above the eyebrow, the real landmarks of a life. And this, right here, is where the real magic happens, darling. Not under the hot, hungry gaze of the spotlight, but in the quiet, judgment-free hum of my refrigerator at 4 a.m. This is Gloria's real secret life. Because Gloria doesn't just vanish, she seeps into everything. She's the fierce, organized diva who arranges my closet by color and fabric. Left to Kevin, it would be a sad, monochromatic heap of black t-shirts and jeans. She's the voice in my head when I'm at the grocery store, telling me to buy the more expensive, ripe avocados because, honey, we deserve the good kind, and that guacamole is not going to make itself. She's the unshakable confidence I channeled during a horrible, soul-crushing day job meeting, sitting up a little straighter, enunciating with a little more polish, reading the room with a queen's calculating eye. Gloria gave that to Kevin. She armed him with a sword of self-assurance he never knew he could wield. Let me tell you a story from just last Tuesday. I was just Kevin. Baggy sweatpants, a stained beanie pulled low over my post-show hair, invisible to the world, on my way to the post office to return a package of rhinestones that were, tragically, the wrong shade of cerulean. I was deep in my own head, thinking about rent, when a woman tentatively stepped into my path. She looked hesitant, then her face lit up with a recognition that shocked me. "Oh my God," she said, her voice a hushed whisper. You're, you're Gloria Grind, aren't you? I froze. Out of context, without the armor of lashes and latex, I felt naked, exposed, a fraud about to be called out. My first instinct was to deny it, to mumble, "Sorry, you have the wrong person," and scurry away. But then I saw the look in her eyes. It wasn't mockery or even mere fandom. It was a deep, profound gratitude. She told me she had been to my show the month before, the one where I did a spoken word piece in the middle of my number, talking about growing up feeling like a ghost in my own life, about finding a real, chosen family in this wild, beautiful community. She said she had brought her sister, who was struggling deeply with her own identity, and that my performance, my story, had given them both a little bit of light, a permission slip to be themselves. For 3 minutes, she said, watching you be so unapologetically you, my sister forgot to be afraid. She hasn't stopped talking about it. In that moment, on a dirty sidewalk with the city roaring around us, I felt Gloria rise up in me. Not with a sassy sachet or a perfectly timed read, but with a genuine, warm, overflowing smile that reached my tired eyes. "That's me, honey," I said, my voice a soft, natural blend of Kevin's honesty and Gloria's heart. "Thank you for coming. It means the world. Tell me, is your sister okay?" We stood there for 10 minutes, as Kevin, in my sweatpants, but with every ounce of Gloria's empathy and grace. And I realized with the clarity that hit me harder than any spotlight, there is no separation. The curtain you think exists between the stage and my life, it's velvet, yes, but it's sheer. We move through it all day long. The triumphs aren't just the trophies on my shelf. They're the 2 a.m. text from a baby queen I mentored, a photo of her first successful cut crease with the message, "I did it, thank you, mama." They're the quiet confidence to walk into a room and own my space, whether I'm in a custom-built gown or a pair of gym shorts. They're the ability to find the glamour in the grind, to carefully glue a single perfect rhinestone to the corner of a dreaded utility bill before I pay it, just because I can, just because it makes me smile. The challenge, the real challenge, isn't just the blisters or the astronomical cost of Swarovski stones. It's carrying the invisible weight of that hope that woman on the street saw in me. It's the profound responsibility of being someone's escape, someone's inspiration on the days when I can barely inspire myself to get out of bed and wash the glitter out of my robe bath. It's holding space for others when your own space feels cluttered and small. So when the spotlight fades and the last wig comes off, the secret life begins. It's not a lesser life. It's a life of quiet power. It's Gloria's compassion infusing Kevin's world. It's the knowledge that the real performance, the most demanding and rewarding number of all, isn't the 3 minutes on stage. It's the courage to live authentically, 24/7. The stage is just where we practice being our bravest selves. The world is our runway, darlings, and the most captivating performance is a life lived unapologetically, in and out of drag. Now, who's helping me order a truly obscene amount of pizza? This goddess needs carbs, and Kevin needs to rest these aching feet. The secret life awaits.